Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 45 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of FTB Evolution, where I think I just fixed my sound issues that I've been having for a couple episodes, but didn't know because I record in bulk and, things. But hey, it should be better now, hopefully. You guys let me know. Between episodes, I did nothing. I'm not gonna lie. I have absolutely nothing done. But last episode, we had a bunch of fun with genetics resequenced. To the point where we got, like, a bunch of fun abilities. Right now, on my player, we've got the lay eggs ability. So you'll see eggs popping into my inventory every now and then because I now lay eggs. I can also eat grass to heal myself. Just goofy ones, to be fair. But the more hearts one was actually pretty cool because it, like, I don't know how many hearts I have right now. It's a lot. I don't have any idea, but all I know is it's a lot. So what I'm gonna do now to proceed is play around with more new mod type stuff. The one I want to focus on today is this Malum mod, which I don't know. That's a thing. That's cool. So let's look at our quest book. Let's hand in any collectings that we can. Looks like we've got a bunch of potions and whatnot. There's an egg. Like I said, I'll be getting eggs. I might remove it because it's going to start to annoy me that eggs just randomly pop into my inventory all the time. Like, that's absolutely going to be like a what is going on situation for me. But I mean, like, I'll know what's going on. What I mean is, like, it's going to get old pretty quick, but it'll be funny. So Malum. Don't know nothing about this mod, but it looks cool, so I want to check it out. So I think Soulstone is the beginning of Malum. Let's read through it, get our Encyclopedia Arcana, and then did stuff and things, right? So let's do it. Let's do it. Malum is a magic mod set around the elemental and mental aspects of souls, harnessing these traits to create a wide array of arcana effects on yourself and the world around you. I hope I get more hearts. The mod is still in active development, with the most recent addition being a system of packs for players to accept in exchange for abilities. To get started in this mod, find Soulstone ore to create the two keystone features of the mod, the Spirit Altar and the Crude Scythe. There are rumors of a structure somewhere deep in the earth emitting whispers and tugging on certain materials. Perhaps you could seek it out and make a trade for some. As this mod is a late addition to FTB Evolution, you may need to explore new areas of existing worlds to find trees, ores, and structures from Malum. So, shall we? So let's first see if we have anything from Malum available. The answer is no. So then let's shift gears. I bet, or I hope, that the ore is diggable with mechanism, right? And we could use the mechanism quarry thingy. What's it called? The stuff, the thing that ores mine doohickey. Digital miner. That's what I'm looking for. Digital miner. Bada bing, bada boom. So a few of these we can kick off crafts for. A few others might, take a minute. I might need to tell you about refined obsidian, because I suspect that's a thing we're going to need to have. I don't think I have an osmium compressor just yet, do I? Probably not. So that's going to be a thing. We'll get another couple of these. We'll make a couple of these. You're probably going to need to know how to make these guys, because I don't think that you are programmed with them per se just yet. Definitely need more pattern terminal space. And then also, you're going to need to learn how to make one of these doohickeys. Cool. Now we're like halfway there. I just need to get you added to the to-do, and then the refined obsidian, right? So you can go here. And you. I don't think I made an osmium compressor just yet. So let's make one. Cool. Man, I love how fast things go once you get into the swing of things. So we have a chemical oxidizer, and we have all the enriching factory stuff and netherite and crushing. So I think what I'll do is just get another pattern provider here. And let's real quick consider, is it like what are the patterns here? It's always 200 millibuckets of osmium regardless, right? And we get 200 millibuckets from one osmium ingot. So like no need to go like fancy here, right? My theory is let's just keep it simple as can be. So basic universal cable. We're gonna get a couple tier upgrades from mechanism, right? Bing bang boom. 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? And then we can auto sort on, and then your side config, yoinks. So energy on the bottom will be an input, and then for the back here, you're going to be input output with an auto eject, right? And then it should be really easy. We just come over here to your refined obsidian recipe, and we just replace this. Instead of this, we just say osmium ingot, right? But only one of them. Then if we throw that in there, in theory, that should be cool. Did I do something wrong here? Why aren't you inserting? That should be super easy, right? Side config, input, output. For items. Chest, real quick test. Yes, you're inputting there. Why could you not? Yeah, quest complete. What? Oh, quest complete. Okay. Real quick, hopper, which is also still surprisingly not in my list of things. So basically, why didn't this work? So if we insert refined obsidian, you're cool with that. If we insert osmium, you are not cool with that. Okay. That's annoying. I was hoping you'd be cool about that. The problem is you can insert that with that. Okay. So I can't have both inputs on the same back thing? I guess what I could do, um, so on the back, we'll have input output, and then for chemicals, we'll also have the input. But instead of this pattern, we will use the actual chemical pattern like we did for other things. I thought that might work. Clearly it did not, right? But then what we can do is say you are this in here, right? And then you do that, and then you do refined obsidian 0.2. You are the osmium ingot one that gets wiped. And now if I say I want refined obsidian, and how's your speed upgrade situation? 8 out of 8, cool. You should be working now. Does refined obsidian not work that way? Tell me it doesn't. Item to chemical and purification. It may not work this way. Okay, new plan. We're going to cancel you. New plan. New plan. Oh, that's energy, right? We want chemicals. You're going to input on the top. And then we'll have a cable. Do it the old-fashioned way. Osmium ingot. Now what's not working? You know, this was supposed to be like 3 seconds and just bing, bang, boom. Not a big deal. There we go. Now we're happy. Cool. Okay. Okay. Dyer's got this under control. How about a facade just to make it look nice? And the hopper goes away. And now we can make refined obsidian, which means we cool. But cancel. Your recipe needs to be updated. To that, right? All right, now we should be good to go. That took a little longer than I expected, but it's Dyer. You know, things happen sometimes. All right, so then over here, we should be cool. Might need a few more of these. Not a big deal, because that dude uses some of them. Got it going. And then flux. And then chest, and then mechanism upgrades. About 8 of each. See, look, accumulating eggs. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, but also I'm gonna need to stop at some point accumulating it. Like that's just not gonna be a thing. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Like we zip off to an area that's definitely new, like over here. Definitely new. Almost there. As long as it's not on the map, means that we haven't explored it yet. And if we haven't explored it yet, that means that terrain gen hasn't run, which means any of these new ores should be, you know, or whatever else. I don't know what actually is involved in this mod. But like, hey, this looks like a lovely place. Let's set this up as a new temp location. So I'm going to edit this and call it temp Malum. Just as a like, hey, this is a place where we can go get Malum things. And then I assume we're gonna want to clear out a lot of this stuff that's chilling here. And then we can be like, hey, Malum, what do you got for me? So there is block of raw soulstone. So if I F3H that, Malum deep slate soulstone. Malum soulstone ore. Maybe we won't F3H that. What I'll do is I'll config new filter item stack and just drag that right in there. Is that not a thing? No item. Okay. Y level negative 100, 80. Mod ID? Malum? Oh, hello. Guess that's cool. Raw soulstone. We got something happening. When in doubt. And then you're going to go here and you're going to auto eject. And then for your upgrades, you can have. Did I like accidentally put away my upgrades? I did. Yoinks and yoinks. Cool. So we're getting raw brilliance and raw soulstone. Quest completed? Maybe. So brilliance is another thing that we'll look at in a minute. Refined soulstone comes from, it looks like, smelting it. So I'll let this all cook, and then we'll come back. All right, so we're home. Next step, netherite furnace and things. Done. Done. Oh, it's so good. Netherite furnace. It also dupes, doesn't it? It also dupes. I forgot that that, is a thing. So, hey, quest complete? Yes. Yes, it is. So that means I get my encyclopedia, and then we can really start looking at what this mod's all. Ooh, it's one of these styles. I like this style of book. I like this style of book. That's cool. Introduction on the nature of souls. Within our world, every living being has a soul. That soul is consciousness, what animates the body, and the meeting point between matter and magic. These represent our existence as the body is presented in the physical world, so the soul is to the arcane. I have stumbled upon something peculiar, a form of magic so far undocumented. I couldn't hardly call myself a magus, if I refused the opportunity to study it. Dyer can't pronounce things. This is known. In this codex, the Encyclopedia Arcana, I write my research into this power, hoping to document everything about it. Oh, I see. When you mouse over stuff, I was like, why is half the text purple? In the okay, it's when you mouse. Oh, that's an interesting mechanic. Okay, that's cool. A personal note, page from another book. Within the Arcana, a page sticks out just barely. As you examine it, the writing seems different than usual. Out of this world, the texts inside appear to show of gratitude to source. The names ring a bell, but not to you. A thank you letter. Oh, cool. Good deal. I'll let you guys read those if you're interested. Cool. And then, ooh, Thaumcraft and Natural Sorcery were inspirations for this. I do like those mods. Embers and Roots. Eidolon. I think I played with that once a while ago. That was like a short-lived one, right? Am I remembering that correctly? The energies this thaumaturgical discipline manipulates seem to be more rooted in the soul. More accurately, they are the energies of the soul, the inclinations and impulses that make up one of us. Each one of us. So far, what I have described is basic, but I found a way to separate them. The natures of the soul, I condensed. Okay, cool. Oh, and you can mouse wheel. Neat. Okay, cool. All right, so the only thing that I'm missing is like connecting lines, telling me like what order I'm supposed to be doing stuff in, if it matters. But I did get each of these things, right? I think. So let's flip through this. The soul is a notoriously fickle thing. Even confirming its existence is difficult, requiring the highest thaumaturgies to get a reading. That is what sets Spirit Arcana apart from other magic. We don't need grand assemblies or esoteric artifice to see a soul. Simply destroying it is proof enough. Oh, okay. A material I have named Soulstone is the means by which we do so. It appears mundane until refined, but once it is rid of impurities, it seems out of phase with the world. By creating a blade using it as a core, I should be able to strike not only the physical form, but also the soul, shattering it into energy before it can disperse. These energies, as previously noted, have different frequencies of sorts. A being burning with light would have a soul that reflects that radiance, and a being prone to adaptation would have a soul as malleable as itself. Occasionally, the energy has no flavor to it at all, leaving only the raw impulse of creation behind. That type of crystal bears further study. Okay, cool. And then there's brilliance, which is a term I have heard bandied about for what others call experience. It is a part of the soul, though improperly attached, and can be collected and used for enchanting and repairs. What many don't know is that it can condense into a physical form. I have heard rumors of solid brilliance coming from crushing ore, but the most reliable source is small clusters of ore where the soul faded away, leaving its experiences engraved in the stone. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I got you. And then natural quartz is, as the name implies, a natural equivalent of the nether resource. It's used for most of the same things. It's rare and found deep underground, sometimes in geodes. So let's review. Refined soulstone comes from smelting soulstone, which comes from mining. Raw soulstone can basically be processed in all the standard raw soulstoney ways. You know, all standard ore processing doohickeys. I think we're cool. In terms of raw brilliance, similar mechanic. It can turn into whatever this is, and it has an attribute on it, so that's cool. Same kind of deal, like processing, and ooh, look, it even gets nuggets of experience as an extra if you run it through there. That's nifty. Nifty. And then it's gonna something spirit infusion. So looks like raw brilliance we shouldn't default to smelting. But raw soulstone we can default to smelting because I don't see any use for it beyond smelt it first. Right? I think that's accurate. Alright, so then let's put all that away. And then we can, and then how about this stuff? Is it just like an ore dictionary of quartz? It looks like it's just ore dictionary quartz. There might be like more nuance to it, right? Accepts tag quartz gems, so any quartz will do here. We'll keep an eye on that. Cool. Ooh, grading, huh? Is that's silent gear? Okay, yeah, so that's not, super alloys, silent gear. I like the to-do block. It says to do. That's cool. Okay, so anyway, those are your basic like materials, right? And if we flip through here, we should see that our next phase is the spirit altar and then the reaping of souls. So that's something we should probably review briefly. Now I did get a little bit of this. I don't know what it does, right? Oh, that's cool. You can eat the raw brilliance and get experience. Like I said, I'm going to keep it in the raw form because there's crafting recipes that use its raw form. Deal? All right, so flipping through the book, it looks like this is the introduction, just the basics. These are the raw materials, and then these are some of the other materials you can get. I flipped through and saw there's some kind of gold that I did not get from my digital miner, so I don't know how that world gen works. There's some soulstone, which is just the smelted version of the spirit crystals, I think, right? Isn't that what we... Yeah, soulstone. We got that, right? Yes, refined soulstone. And then we've also got runewood, which is a type of tree. I might see if there was any here. These were oak leaves. These were aspen logs. The trick is they're yellow trees, and so are a lot of trees in this biome. But flying through here, this might be it, because it did say they tend to spawn in... Yep, there it is. Hanging runewood trees. Cool. Let's dire things this down. I'm guessing there's something cool about this, and the main thing I'm looking for is going to be saplings. Just so I have them for when and if we need them. So that's cool. Alright, so I've got that all handled now, and I have the saplings for when and if I need them. The next major task will be this, the crude scythe. This thing is all about reaping souls. Now, I'm going to have to go find some mobs to reap, as it were, but apparently I will get souls if I kill mobs with this weapon. So, ooh, does some pretty decent damage, too. Hello. That's cool. Did you see how cool that looked? Infernal Spirit, Radiant, Malum. That was cool. That was, like, super cool and particle-y. Now, what happens if I kill, like, passive mobs? Oh, that is cool. Earthy, sacred, aerial. So it looks like there's a bunch of kind of spirits. That is nifty. I like that. How cool is that? It would be great if mob spawning wasn't, like, really weird in this pack. Hey, a skeleton. Hooray! Cool. Arcane, wicked, so like all kinds of nifty souls. I like that. So definitely different souls from different mobs, it seems. Let's check out like... See? Aqueous spirits. Makes sense, because I killed, liquid type mobs. Right? Totally makes sense. What was this area about? Oh, this was one of my Geors, wasn't it? It was like my first Geor. The coal one, right? Yeah. I never moved that in my basement, so meh. That's what this says, right? Oh, no, redstone. Oh, okay, also true. That I did move into my basement. So I should probably unchunk load it. What I'd really like to find is some more mobs. Just like a zombie would be cool. Just like a zombie. That's all I'm asking for. Nothing too crazy, right? I don't want to kill the poor Drigmies. I like Drigmies. But we could also take down a chicken. Sweet. Alright, I'm going to put away most of this junk that I've accumulated. Yeah, that's cool. That's super cool, actually. I'll put you in my backpack for a sec. So lots of different spirits. Let's head to two places I want to check. First, you. Right? I want to check blazes and weather skeletons to see what kind of... You want to spawn for me or what? Cool. Just seeing if there's other kinds of souls, because I don't know how many souls there are. In fairness, JEI should tell me, but I'm actually kind of enjoying not knowing for a minute. And there's apparently enchants that you can put on the scythe here that will augment it in some ways. So you can get like enchant that like increases the rate of soul dropping or whatever. So, you know. Cool stuff, man. I definitely like the cool little sound effects that happen when you absorb them. That's really neat. The Wicked Soul is like one I don't have a lot of. I'm guessing a Wither Skeleton might drop one of those. There are a ton of skeletons, luckily, here in the Nether, though. The Nether has mob spawn. Yeah, definitely getting more wicked from hostile mobs, which is cool. Alright, I'm going to assume that's all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spirits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spirits. So which one am I missing? Ariel? No, I've got Ariel. Eldritch? Ooh, maybe that's Enderman? Yeah, it's gotta be Enderman, right? I was gonna check Enderman too. That was gonna be the second place I was gonna go. I was gonna go to the end, and then I was gonna go to... Or I was gonna go to the Nether, and then the end. So I'm guessing you guys... I also can assume that, like... I can usually probably... I assume I can just get him down to, like, low health with my normal sword. There you go, Eldritch. Got it. Spirit number 8. Super cool. Alright, I'm digging this mod. This mod is pretty cool so far. You know me, I'm a sucker for a magic mod. I've always liked my magic mods. Even though, for whatever reason, a lot of people don't like watching me play with magic mods. I frequently get comments like, don't like magic mods, prefer tech. Which I get, right? Because, like, automation is usually more interesting in tech mods than magic. But that's pretty cool. So let's read the books. Primary Arcana. Sacred Arcana is the essential to any magic that enhances life. It can be defined as holy, the energy of particularly vibrant life, or even the simplicity of youth. It is pure and untainted, making it a useful component. It is the impulse of purity, the desire for optimism. It is found in those who are passive, innocent, or holy origin. Wicked Arcana is inimical, oh boy, to life. It seeks death and despair and warps living. Then there's Arcane. I suspect that this Arcana is like others. Cool. While other arcane are impulses of the soul, it would be more accurate to say that the arcane is the impulse of the arcana themselves. This raw arcana lacks any particular quality, simply being undirected spiritual power. It is the impulse of creation, the first principle of all things. It is found within those who have opened their soul to power, or those origins lie in power. I suspect that this arcana, unlike others, can join a soul over time. Most things about the soul are defined early on. The impulses that define you are woven into your very self, after all. But lacking an impulse, perhaps this arcana is different. A witch was not born a mage, after all. And then there's elemental arcana, and this is where you get air, earth, infernal, which is fire, I assume, and water. Cool. So that covers 3 of them, right? Is there Eldritch Arcana? Ha, there you go. There it is. Cool. Good deal. All right, so those are your base arcanas. Let's check the quest book, because I want to follow both the quests. Ooh, we got a spirit jar and lamplighter's tongs. That's cool. Spirit is collected from creatures slain by a crude scythe or any other appropriately attuned tool, while arcane is the most essential and fundamental of spirit aspects, and a reliable supply of this is all but mandatory for further creations. Access to all the different types is an important goal to progress towards. Slay all manner of creatures to discover what aspects they may hold. Jars can be crafted soon that can hold a vast amount of any one type of these spirits, and with a lamplighter's tongs in one's hand, they can be placed as a mesmerizing block of light. Sweet. I got the scythe. This is the thing about there being, enchants you can put on it. Here's the runewood I collected. You can get a sapling from the market. And then there's some kind of sap you can collect. We'll figure it out if we need it. So I think the next major task will be the spirit altar, and that's kind of implied by both the book and the quest lines. Spirit infusion is going to be a way that we can do stuff. So how about we wrap up the episode here, come back next time, and check out Spirit Infusion from Malum. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We'll come back next time and figure this whole thing out. For now, take it easy.